Am I frozen? Okay, let's see. I feel like last year I couldn't tell if it was me or last week I couldn't tell if it was me or Tori. Quick announcement before am I going in and out or no? Am I good? Okay. And this will be re-announced next week between me or Kayla or someone, whoever's on leading the call. We'll make sure to touch on this again, and I'll make sure to share in the team page as well. But something fun that we talked about at our Diamond Leader Retreat, I know you guys all saw us go on that in January, and something that we talked about that we are going to start as a team is a group for people specifically like really, really, really working the business. So we don't have a name for this yet. We're in progress with that. But it will be something fun, and it will be a group that you want to stay in. So we absolutely will still have our team page. We'll have Pause Fitly Fun. We will do new coach welcomes. Our training will stay there. Recognition on Thursdays, stuff like that. Will still happen in our Pause Fitly Fun page. That's not going anywhere. If you're not in the other group, that you still have a place to be. Like, that is still our home-based team page. But what we will do is actually take the Team Cup group that we have right now, and that's going to convert into this page that specifically is for people building the business. So in order to stay in that page, you have to hit Success Club the previous month. So I want to make sure you guys know about this now. It's February 18th. You have 10 days left of the month. It's Team Cup month. Like, hopefully you're already pushing and wanting to work and grow this month. So in order to either stay in the Team Cup group or get into this new page, you have to hit Success Club this month. If you don't, once you hit Success Club for the next month, so let's say you don't hit Success Club in February and you're like, well, crap, I didn't want to get kicked out of that group, and you hit it by March 5th, you get back in. So that page, there's going to be a lot more trainings. I'll be sharing more of like the stuff that we get from the roundtable and from my 5-star group, or from VIP Coach Relations, or team calls that we find, or different stuff like that. We'll be doing a lot more of that in there. So that way our Pause Fitly Fun page doesn't get like, because I know the notifications are crazy, and for people who are like, working the business, but maybe they're not hitting Success Club, it's just a lot. So more of the sharing of trainings, stuff that's going on, accountability, how did you do? Did you do a power hour today? Stuff like that is going to be happening in this other group. Capiche? So we're going to give that a go, see how it is. It's going to, it's going to be something you want to be a part of. So really make sure you're hustling this month for Success Club. And yeah, so that's that. Let's get into the call for tonight. So I'm excited. If you guys don't know Erin, she is also a member of Fit as a Bell. We have the same coach, Joy Fowles. So we have been coaching together pretty much since the beginning. And she is a mom of 3, and she's a registered dietitian. So she's been a dietitian for 15 years. So when we talk about how amazing the products are, and the nutrition programs and the supplements and everything that we have to offer, she knows what she's talking about. Like, we're not the professionals. I always say that. She actually is the professional. So if she backs this up, I know that we have something amazing to offer. So I asked her just to come and share some more about products and her nutrition brain and our programs and all that stuff with you guys. So, she is a 3-star diamond coach, which is also just baller, and is a Success Club legend, which means she has hit Success Club for 24 plus consecutive months. She's been in Success Club for 39 months. So she works her business, she shows up, she still works, she provides for her family, and she knows what she's talking about. So Erin, I will turn it over to you. Do you have are you just going to talk, or do you need me to make you the host for? Okay, cool.
No, I'm just going to talk. I don't have a pretty PowerPoint, guys. I'm sorry.
No,
can you hear me? Good. Got a pretty PowerPoint because life has been crazy, and I'm in that season of life where, yes, I have 3 kids. I have a husband that travels. I am still working. I work today, hence I wore the scrub for special. I'm like, oh, I worked. I'm just going to wear it to show my how professional. But the kids are in TI. I'm like, I can't be doing all the fluffy, pretty PowerPoint stuff. So you just got to look at me for the next 30 minutes. Sorry. So, but like Morgan said, my name is Erin. I'm founder of Team Well Fed. And, my slogan is that we are fueled by faith, family, fitness, and my favorite F word, food. So, yes, I'm showing my age a little bit. I have been a registered dietitian for 15 years. So it seems like for forever. And I worked, just to kind of give a background, I guess, of me. And honestly, I kind of wanted, when Morgan asked me to speak to you guys and kind of give my perspective as a registered dietitian in regards to Beachbody offers with our nutrition programs, with our nutritionals, the consumables, all that kind of stuff, just to kind of get my standpoint behind that. I kind of wanted you all to know what it takes, first of all, to be a registered dietitian. Are there any other dietitians or nutritionists on the call at all? Anybody? I don't think. Okay. Because I know we have some dietitians on Team Fit as a Bell altogether. So I just wanted to kind of see if there's any other ones on here or not. But just to kind of give you a background on what it takes to be a registered dietitian nutritionist, an RDN, we do have to go through 4 years of undergrad school. I went to Western Kentucky University, so if any other toppers are in the group, go Tops. After undergrad, you do a practicum, and then after that, you have to apply for an internship. You have to be interviewed for the internship, so basically like a job to go, they have to select you for this internship. The internship is a year long, so you're basically in school for 5 years, and then you have to take the National Registered Dietitian exam, which is a lot of money. And if you fail, and you have to pay money again and take it again. So probably similar to some other professions, but just wanted to kind of give you an idea of, because some people are like, are you a registered dietitian? Are you a nutritionist? They're completely different. Anybody can be a certified nutritionist. You take an exam online and then, be classified as a certified nutritionist, whereas a registered dietitian, yes, you do have to do 4 years of undergrad. Yes, you do have to do a year-long internship or longer in order to get those credentials. And then depending on what state you live in, you also have to be licensed. So you have to have your licensure too, which means every year we have to do continuing educations to keep our credentials. We have to pay a fee every month, those kinds of things. So yeah, Kayla's shaking her head. Same thing with PTs, OTs, all that good stuff. So she understands. So it's not so, and the reason I share that is just because I want you all to know that the nutrition programs that Beachbody offers are all, Ilana Molstein, when they announced her coming on to be part of Beachbody, I about lost it. I was like, yes, a dietitian is coming and bringing a program, like, heck yes. And I just thought it was so cool. That we have these kind of expertise, these types of professionals that are behind the designing of our programs, our products, things that we are able to, share with our customers and clients. We literally have the most legit programs and products available to people. We have the best in the business to create these products and these programs that we are giving to these customers. We don't have to think about, like Morgan was saying, we don't have to be the professionals, because we have the professionals behind everything that we are offering people. And then, being a registered dietitian nutritionist is actually considered the highest standard in nutrition. So that's pretty cool. And Ilana, she actually went further with her education. So she also has her master's of science. I took some notes. She's also on the executive team for the American Heart Association. She lectures the Bruin Health Improvement Program at UCLA. She's also, which I love this, she is on the National Weight Control Registry, which, if you don't know this, that's the longest study out there on weight loss in America of people who have lost weight and kept it off. So the fact that she has created this program, but also has been there, done that, she has a story. We all kind of have our stories. She has an amazing story of how she got to where she is today and why she does what she does. So just knowing that, and if you guys have never read Ilana's book or Autumn's book, your coaches, you need to get these books. You need to read them front to back. You need to know the stories about these trainers, how they came to be, how they became a trainer, how they became a registered dietitian, because their stories are awesome. And that is something you can kind of just respect where they came from and even share their love for it and share that with others. Because to me, I really love their story. And I'm going to share a little bit about my story too here in a second. And then and I don't know if anybody caught it, but I think one day last week, Beachbody went live on Facebook, and Autumn came in to do a little training on UPF. Did anybody see that? Well, when she came on, she was talking about Ultimate Portion Fix and the monthly nutrition type thing, and was answering questions live. But on with her was also the registered dietitian that Beachbody has hired on their panel. So yes, we have Alana who has her program, but you guys, we have an amazing panel of people, again, another registered dietitian on board who is behind these nutritional supplements, the nutrition programs, and even part of the fitness programs too, when they're, coming out with the different types of, which plan people should be following. So I thought that was really cool that she brought her on too, and she was also answering questions. And then I was going to say, let's see, to tell you some value behind kind of why I think what we have to offer people is so amazing. Ilana charges her clients for a one-on-one consultation. Does anybody know? Anybody have a guess of what she charges an hour? $400 an hour. In California, if you go see a registered dietitian nutritionist for nutrition counseling, you're going to be paying $400 an hour. When I worked in Louisville, our outpatient dietitian, if insurance didn't cover it, she charged $75 an hour. And then in the Louisville area, some of the one-on-one surrounding just consult dietitians, if you wanted to go and see them and have a one-on-one session, would charge anywhere from $100 to $200. So the fact, again, let that sink in, because people are getting not only now both of our nutrition programs plus a year of fitness to add with that for like 160 altogether. Not a month, not an hour. Like, that should be mind blowing, because that's how prestigious and how, credible these professionals are that we have behind our stuff, behind our programs. So I think that is amazing that people pay that much to see someone, but yet with our stuff, they can get it all for that price value. So again, that's kind of why I'm telling you what a registered dietitian is and, their backgrounds, just so you kind of understand that point of view. So to kind of tell you a little bit about, and before I go into more in depth on the Beachbody programs, To Be Mindset, Ultimate Portion Fix, my stance behind both of those, I kind of have to share a little bit about my story also, coming in my perspective as a dietitian, because like I said, we all have our own little stories. But so, of course, I was working in Louisville, and I was commuting about an hour on good days. Usually it was an hour and a half to get to work and drive back. Well, I paid I think it was like $20 to go to a bar studio called BU. Some of you may have heard of it, in Louisville. And that is where I met my coach, Joy. She was teaching bar classes, and I would get there maybe once or twice a week, maybe, if I was lucky, because again, I was working. If I didn't get off work in time, I wasn't going to make the class time. And I had two of my kids in daycare at Louisville with me, so I had to make sure I was out of work and back at work to pick the kids up at daycare at a certain time. So the fact that I got there once or twice a week was great. Hence, again, why BOD is a lifesaver, especially for people in our seasons of life. It just is. So anyways, I remember one day particular after class, and I knew she had recently had her son, and she looked amazing. And I was like, what are you doing? I'm like, you look awesome. I'm like, is that just all from coming to bar? I'm like, I know you're an instructor, so you probably burn extra calories because you're doing all your classes. But I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, I'm really cleaning up my eating. I'm kind of doing this thing called 21 Day Fix. Have you heard of it? And I was like, no, I haven't. And she's like, yeah. She's like, I'm just watching my portions and all that kind of stuff. And that was it. That was like ending conversation. I was like, oh, okay, cool. You're a bar instructor. You work out all the time. That's why you look so amazing. coming full circle, about a year and a half ago, I became a Transform 20 instructor, a live instructor. Guys, if you are a fitness instructor, no, you don't want extra calories because you're too busy teaching the class, working on their form, protecting their form. So I was like totally wrong about that. No. I didn't understand because you always, oh, you're a personal trainer, you get a workout all day long, you're so lucky. But no, that's not necessarily the case. So anyways, I remember seeing, she posted on Facebook that she was doing a 7-day clean eating group. And I was like, oh, it's like, okay, so she's doing a clean eating group. And I was like, I'm gonna have her add me to that group because honestly, I was just super curious about what she was gonna tell people. Like I knew that she had started with Beachbody and I knew she was doing like the 21-day fix stuff. So honestly, I was just being super nosy and I wanted to be in the group to kind of see what she was telling people from a dietitian standpoint. And so she added me to the group. I looked at the meal plan. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, this is a pretty nice little meal plan. I like it. And then we did the group. I did the 7 days and I really enjoyed the group. I was like, okay, Joy, I see you. Like, this is like good stuff. Okay. I was like, maybe there's more to her story than what I was thinking. So then, of course, after that group, she invited me to her 21-day fix group. And when she invited me, I was like, I was one of those people, well, I don't know. I already paid $130 for the bar studio. And, she's like, Erin, that's why it would be perfect for you. These are at-home workouts. She's like, you probably will actually save money because you can work out from home. And I would like she was like, and you're a dietitian, so I kind of would like to see what you think about these containers in the nutrition program. And I was like, okay, fine, whatever. So instead of ordering the 21-day fix, like she was wanting all the group to do, I was like, I'm too good for the fix. I'm going extreme. So I ordered the 21-day fix extreme. And I was like, okay, I guess I'll get the Shakeology stuff because I keep hearing people talk about it, but I don't really know what this protein stuff is because it's just this overpriced protein stuff that, you could probably make at home yourself, whatever, but I'll get it. I'll try it. I'll look into it, whatever. And the same thing with the containers. I was like, I'm a dietitian. I do not need these containers. I don't need them. Like, I count today how to eat. I know how to eat. I don't need these containers to tell me what I need to do. So I got all this stuff in and I was like, I'm just going to go all in. I'm going to follow the program to a T. I'm going to do the workouts. Yes, I'll drink the Shakeology stuff. And so once I got this bag of Shakeology and started reading into it, then I kind of did my own little research and started researching it a little bit more. Then I went through the actual group and I did the workouts and I drink the shake every day. And I used the containers and followed the meal plan to a freaking T. And then I needed to go eat a big slice of humble pie and swallow my pride because I was like, holy crap, like those containers taught me, a registered dietitian, a lot about my own eating habits. I wasn't eating nearly enough protein. I was eating a lot of fruit. Not that fruit is bad. Fruit is not bad, but I was eating more fruit than I was veggies. I wasn't getting nearly enough veggies in. And I wasn't at that time really eating any healthy fats at all. So I wasn't really eating any blue containers. So I was like, wow. I was like, okay, so this really did, teach me something. And I loved it. I was like, after that first group, I was hooked. And I was like, oh my gosh, as a dietitian, like I need to be doing this and I need to be shouting this out to everybody. Like I need to give all my patients Shakeology because my God, this stuff is freaking amazing. I had been on it for a month and I was like feeling good, had energy again. I was 2 years postpartum, right? 2 years postpartum and still hadn't lost the baby weight until I did that program and until I followed those containers and until I drank the Shakeology. And so at that point I was like, the world needs to know about this program. It needs to know about these nutritionals. It needs to know about Shakeology. And so after that, I was coaching and I haven't looked back since. It was seriously a game changer for me. And even though I'm a dietitian, it did teach me a lot about my own eating habits and just kind of just the tools that came with it and the different meal plans. I was taking stuff back to my own patients. And telling them just different things that I had learned just from the group and even new foods that were introduced to me that I hadn't really, discovered yet. So I love telling that story just because you never, I mean, it just, these programs and these products teach people so much. It truly does. It's like a mindset. It's sometimes you just have that aha moment and everything just clicks. And that's what it was for me too. But how many people in here, of course, we should all be drinking Shakeology every day. So who drinks Shakeology every day? Raise your hands. Okay. Now, can you raise your hand a little bit higher? Can you raise your hand a little bit higher? Can you give me 1 inch more? Give me 1 inch more. Give me 1 inch more. Yes, that is Shakeology. That is Shakeology. Shakeology is like the missing freaking link, you guys. It is that cellular component that, yeah, your body can do stuff, but you don't know really what your body can do until you like taste that amazing freaking goddess of earth. And if you guys do not know who Darren O'Lean is and you don't follow him, and if you've never watched one of his trainings or talked or like listened to him train live, he is a nutritional genius. Like, I love the man. Yes, I have his book too. I've read his book front to back. I follow him on Instagram. Like, he was the most, like when I met him at Summit, that was like my Summit experience. It's like, oh my God, I met Darren O'Lean. Like, he is my dietitian man crush. Like, I love him. He's awesome. So just knowing, again, like, I just want to pick his brain because literally he knows so much about the superfoods and how they just make your body come to life and how each one of them work in such specific ways and how we have kept the constituents of that superfood into the most pure quality that it can be in, and they have somehow managed to get it into a bag and still make it not taste like dirt. Like, it actually tastes good, and it doesn't taste like plants and roots and, you know, mushrooms that it's made from. So just knowing, again, how everything and just the quality behind our products, the quality behind our programs is, again, top notch. So learn your people, learn who they are, learn the creators, learn where they came from, how they do what they do, and why they do what they do, because that will just, you know, you'll have more respect for the product and knowing, oh, it's just a bag of Shakeology. Yeah, it's good for you. But, you know, there's so much more to it than that. And I could talk hours and hours and hours about Shakeology. And I was the biggest hater. I remember sitting at lunch one day at work, and me and one of the other girls that went to BU, we were kind of giving Joy some hate. We were like, oh yeah, she's one of those Beachbody coaches, and yeah, she's trying to get everybody to buy this Shakeology. And I was like, you can just, you know, this was before I knew and before I had done my research and was totally, you know, hating on it and such a huge skeptic until I experienced it, until I researched it. So the point of me saying that is research your products. Do you guys know, okay, how many consumables do we have available? Like stuff that you can actually eat and put in your body. How many do we have? Can anybody give me a number? Like, do you know off the top of your head? Can you shout them out? We have 15. You've got beach bars. Beach bars. Guys, I used to live on Cliff Bars going to work on my commute, or some other kind of like Kind bar. No, beach bars. Again, do your comparisons. Know how they compare to other products. You got to know that. Beach bars in my book, all the way. Love them. Daily Sunshine. If you got kids, my kids love freaking Daily Sunshine. Ross, my son, asks for a chocolate milkshake every single day. And yes, I give it to him. And if I don't have my Daily Sunshine, he loves my Shakeology. And yes, he's 3 years old. Yes, I give him my Shakeology. I give him either half a cup or we'll share it and we'll split it. It's totally fine for your kids to have Shakeology. At least it's not Mountain Dew. It's not Coke. It's not Pepsi. It's not a bag of Fritos. It's not a bag of Doritos. It's freaking Shakeology. So people, if they're concerned about giving their kids stuff, I'm like, no, look at what most average kids are consuming every single day. The fact that mine are drinking Shakeology, I'm like, hell yeah, I'll give it to them all day long. I don't care. So again, know your stuff. So we have beach bars, Daily Sunshine. We have the Ultimate Reset. Has anybody ever done the Ultimate Reset? I know Morgan has. I have. Highly encourage you. If you have never done the Ultimate Reset, you have to do it at least once. Yes, it is hard, but it is very eye-opening, and you will learn, again, you will learn a lot about your body and yourself and your mental status during that 21-day reset. I came to love the detox. It was the, Morgan, what's the name of it? The one that was it's like the digestive enzymes. It was like the, oh, I can't remember the name. But anyways, it's in the Ultimate Reset, and I came to love it. And I wish they sold that by itself because I would take it every single day. It was the digestive enzyme blend, basically. So that comes with the Ultimate Reset. Then, of course, you have the 3-day refresh, which I'm sure everybody has done at least once. And then, of course, we have Shakeology. And then you have all the Shakeology boosters. You have the Power Greens. Everybody going green next March, right? Yes, go green if you're doing the green challenge. It comes with digestive health, and it comes with focused energy. Again, if you have not tried any of these products, it is your job as a coach to try everything. Even if you hate it and you think it's the most disgusting thing, it may be the key component for somebody else getting results or feeling better or having their gut issues fixed. So you've got to try these products. You've got to know what you're giving them. And Beachbody has done an amazing job. When you go to your coach online office and you go into Grow My Business, guys, there's product tools for every single thing. There's no reason that you should not know what something has or how it compares to another product, because every single product we offer has nutritional comparisons, has product information, has who it's for, who it's good for. There's so many training tools that you can use, that you can pull off. I go in there and print them all off, put them on your wall in your office. Like every day, go through and look at something on your wall and learn something new about a different product if you don't know. Because a good, one thing about coaching, yes, challenge packs are amazing, but so is volume. And if you can get a bunch of people to buy Power Greens, if you can get a bunch of people to try the 3-day refresh, your volume is going to be amazing. So yes, challenge packages and success clubs are awesome, but if you get people to try beach bars and get on beach bars every single month, or try Daily Sunshine or one of the other products, then we're more than just challenge package, what I'm trying to tell you. So going back, so then you not only do you have the Shakeology boosters, but you have the performance line, which everybody knows the performance line is the best. The Energize, the Recover, the Hydrate, the Creatine, and the Recharge at night. Again, if you've never tried any of them, if there's one that you have not tried, try it. Next month, just try it. Do your own 30-day challenge and see how it goes so you can experience it, so you can let people know if people ask you about it. And that's one reason I decided to do the Ultimate Reset. I had so many people ask me about it, and I honestly really couldn't give them a good answer because I had never experienced it myself. I had never gone through it myself. So you need to try them all. You need to do them all. And then we also have, of course, our Bevy sticks, the tea supplements, which are awesome, and then the collagen peptides. So those are all considered consumables that people can buy as nutritional products. I call them nutritionals because that's what they are, to either enhance or make their performance better or just better gut health. There's so many different options for how the different products that we offer and that have been created. And that, again, if you go back and watch trainings on how Beachbody does quality assurance behind all these products, top notch. And that's one reason that prices are the way that they are, because we don't cut corners and just put junk in our foods or our supplements. Like, they are legit plant-based, all natural types of products that we are giving our customers, our clients, our challengers. A lot of companies cannot say that because they just want to get a product out as soon as they can. That's one reason we had such bad shipping delays way back when, is because when COVID was the height of COVID and everybody was having shipping delays after shipping delays, is because, and then we were having back order after back order because we don't cut corners. And a lot of our products and superfoods and nutritionals that we get at different places, we're not just a factory where they throw in things together just to get something out to somebody and get it out quick. So I want you all to know the quality behind our products and the quality assurance that they put behind every single one of our products. Does anybody have any questions so far about anything? And so then, of course, we have, and this is my favorite part because I don't like to call them nutrition plans or nutrition programs. To me, and what I always tell my customers or people that are thinking about purchasing one of these programs, I call them nutrition courses, because to me, they are a nutrition course. It's not a nutrition plan. It's not a nutrition program. Yeah, it is, but to me, it's a course because it is they are both video based. They can get in there. They can watch one video a day. They can binge watch them all in. But they have these literally courses. They are getting nutrition 101, basically, on their on demand that they can watch while they're cleaning the dishes. They can watch while they're folding laundry. They can watch, before they work out, whatever. And when you think about it, the Ultimate Portion Fix comes with, well, they both come with workbooks. If they get the actual program, and you can get the workbooks, the logbooks, separately too. But it's legit nutrition courses. It's like taking a course in college, but you don't have to get a grade on it. You're just watching it for your own knowledge, because they are literally teaching people what a carbohydrate is, what a protein is, what a healthy fat is, what micronutrients are, what macronutrients are, how they fuel your body, why they are important, why you need fat in your diet, like how you read nutrition labels, how to go to the grocery store. That is a nutrition course. So if you could take anything from this this call tonight, stop calling it a plan or a program. It's a course. They're actually going through a nutrition course that you would go through college and undergrad to learn about this stuff. And then they actually do get a plan with it. So not only are they learning these different aspects of nutrition and reading the food labels, and why protein is a protein, and why she created the Ultimate Portion Fix, and how the science behind it. But yeah, they do get meal plans to follow. Yes, they do get recipes. Yes, they do get, menus. And if they are a member of the Nutrition Plus every single month, then yeah, they're going to have that one-on-one time with, not technically one-on-one calls, but they get added benefits. If you all don't know the Nutrition Plus, the one that they charge $20 extra a month, they get extra content. So they get extra recipes, they get extra meal plans, they get in a Facebook group with either Autumn or Ilana, and they have like a meeting schedule where they get on live with a Zoom, and every month they have a new topic that they talk about. So if you don't know what Nutrition Plus is, or why they charge people extra money every month, that's why they get a little bit extra from the creators of the program. A little bit extra content, a little bit of extra nutrition every single month. I know recently, 1 month, she talked about, I think it was like fasting even. So every single month, there's like a different topic that she speaks on with those programs, those courses. I have not even been keeping up with the chat, so I don't even know if there's a lot going on in here, but.
You're good. Just keep going if you have
it. So again, coming from a dietitian standpoint, what we have to offer everybody is there's nothing like it. There truly is nothing like it. Like, I wish I could give my patients Shakeology every day. I wish I even actually, when 2B Mindset came out and I went through the course, and I did get my certification to teach, or to be a 2B certified master trainer, I took a lot of her tools of what she went through the program. And when I went to my practice and I had outpatients, I actually used a lot of what she told people, because that's how good it is. That's how legit it is. That's how, yes, I take some of these things that I've learned as a Beachbody coach from the professionals that are teaching me. And yes, I can take that back to my patients. I can take that back to my clients. And so the same thing for you guys. Yes, you may not be a registered dietitian. You may not be a nutritionist. You may not have, a degree or whatever. But that's the beauty of this, because we have the experts that do that for us, and we can still offer all of that. And, at the end of the day, be like, hell yeah, what we have to offer is hands down, absolute best. Nothing like it at all. Does anybody have any questions about a particular nutrition program, or nutrition, like any of the supplements?
You are amazing. If you have questions, drop them in the chat for Erin, if while we have her brain here. And hopefully, if you take nothing else from this call, learn your shit. It is our job as coaches. The team pages are there. Your coach is there, but go in your back office. If you don't know about those product guides, go in there, go to, I think it's under Grow My Business.
Yes.
Product toolkits. When I was a new coach, I would stay up until midnight.
To show you all. I mean, literally, if you don't know what the mindset the mindset mentorship is. Like, they have it all. You can print out everything on every single program, both the courses. There's a training guide, the product guide. It tells you the benefits of all the different products. It has, you know, the ingredients of Shakeology. Print it out. Stick it up on your calendar or on your, you know, your office wall or wherever. And every day when you're in your stories and you're drinking your Shakeology, you don't have to, like, you know, quote whatever, but you can be like, you know, you can pull something from that just to add to it. But yeah, go and then, you know your people, know what the nutrients are for. Train yourself. Yes, we have the trainers, we have the expertise that have created all of these programs and products. But again, as still your ability to at least know where to find the information. To me, you should, as a coach, have tried every single one of the supplements, every single one of the nourishments, every single one of the courses, just so you can firsthand give your customers the best experience. We already have the best programs and the best products. You as a coach, you know, give them that firsthand experience. Well, this is my experience with it. These are some other people's experience with it. This is how it can help you. This is maybe why it's good for your current season of life. Those types of things. Well, you're telling me this, this, and this. Well, I think this product would be good because you're having these issues. Because people will come to you all the time saying, you know, well, I haven't had a bowel movement in 3 days. Like, I get more bowel issues that people bring to me more than anything. It's crazy. It's all gut issues. And I'm just like, you know, and if they've been on Shakeology, then I'm like, you need to try the digestive boost. Like, you need to add that to your Shakeology, or you need to try the Power Greens. You need to try, you know, or if they're already on Energize and they're drinking Energize 5 times a day, I'm like, try the Focus Energy. Add a scoop of Focus Energy into your Shakeology. Just try it. That way, you know, you can save some of your Energize and not have to get so much. You can try a different product. It has different benefits and different ingredients in it. So
yeah. Learn your stuff, try the products, try the flavors. Just like she said, there's stuff that I hate, like Bevy, I tried it and I still blame that I was in my like height of pregnancy nausea. So I need to try it again. But looking at the box makes me want to gag. So like strawberry Shakeology, gross. Okay. But I've tried it so I can explain it to someone. So that's like such good information. Like, make sure you're trying different stuff. Like, you yourself, like, it's an easy way to stay active if you have controlled accounts or anything like that. Like, trying different stuff. You don't always have to just get the same product every single month. We love those. Like, that's why we get them. But also know, like, just like she said, it's up to you to learn. Alana's book, Darren's book, Autumn's book, their social medias. Like, follow the Shakeology Instagram page just to get good information. Like, yes, your coach is here to help you. And that's why I brought Erin on. Like, we have these opportunities to learn, but like, your business and your knowledge is up to you. So taking responsibility for saying like, oh shoot, I didn't know any of this. Like, that's okay. Like, just be like, okay, I'm committed to going and learning. If you don't know what 2B mindset is because you are diehard ultimate portion fix, that's me. I still tried 2B mindset. I went through the videos. I did it for 30 days and I was like, I just gained like 30 pounds. This is not for me. Right? But now I know how to explain it to someone else. So you have to do that stuff. Erin, someone asked
those too. Like, to me, I've been like going back and just watching videos in the Ultimate Portion Fix and To Be Mindset, just because, you know, the more time I hear it, the more it kind of sinks in. And sometimes I'll pick up a little nugget that I can share. And so if you've got time, you're needing some kind of training, or you're needing to catch up on a training or whatever, like, let that be your training. Like, go into your bod, open up To Be Mindset, watch a couple of her videos, just let her speak to you, and just let some little bit of nuggets sink into you. Because they're short and they're quick, and they're, you know, they don't take a lot of time. So there's no excuse to be, you know, and you don't know what you don't know. Like, yes, I was a dietitian, and yes, I thought I knew what Shakeology was just because I'd heard people talk about Shakeology, but until I tried it myself, until I did my own research, people are just going to go by what they hear or think or whatever. You know, they're not going to do their own they're just, some people might Google it, but again, that's your job as a coach to kind of know and point them in the right direction and not just rely on, what you like and what you enjoy, but yes, go dig a little bit further too.
So Kaylee, you asked where you find meal plans. They have some sample 7-day meal plans under each nutrition program. So if you go to those are on Beachbody On Demand, not your COO. And you can go to program materials under UPF. It says 7-day meal plans, and it has the same thing for 2B Mindset. And then if you're paying for the additional $20 monthly membership, then you get, I believe, more. I mean, there's definitely more. Are they weekly? I don't want to say weekly. I feel like that might be too much.
I think it's a month.
Yeah. So maybe one a month you get like a meal plan. So that those options are there. Erin, 2 people kind of asked, how do you explain 2B Mindset? Like you say, UPF is portion control. I always say intuitive eating, but would you say something different for 2B, or like how do you explain it?
I do, because they're kind of very similar, but then they're also kind of very different. So I always say when I'm explaining Ultimate Portion Fix, I'm like, it's more structured, of course. It's more focused on portion control. And I said in 2B Mindset is more, honestly, it's more mindset based. It's more based on a plated method, because we use the plated method a lot in counseling outpatients, which is basically volume-based eating, intuitive eating. You are not, you're not counting calories, or you're not really, yes, it's portion control, but in just a different way. And your volumes may vary based on who you are. And I was like, it's more structured for those that don't, and that's another thing too, is people learn differently, and everybody is very different in how they learn things, and how some people love structure. Some people love structure and want to be like, yes, this is when you eat, this is what you eat, and this is how you eat, and this is how many containers you have a day. That freaks some people out, and they're like, oh, hell no, I'm not doing that. If you tell me I can't eat something that makes me want it that much, that much more. If you tell me I can only have 2 yellows a day, screw that. No, I'm going to eat as many yellows as I want. So 2B Mindset is just definitely more freeing. It allows a lot more freedom, which works very well for some people, and some people it doesn't. But again, both courses and the way that they are designed teaches people so much about just macronutrients, micronutrients, how it fuels your body. And if you look at them, honestly, how they're structured, in the fact that you do eat like a breakfast, lunch, dinner, and you have your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kind of meals throughout the day, they're also designed somewhat very similarly too. If you really look at them, I'm not trying to say, I'm going to stop there. I want to lead into something else, but they're similar, but yet they're different. So I don't know if that helped at all, but I just let them know that it's definitely more of a freeing approach. It doesn't allow so much structure. If you're someone who gets scared of being, say, yes, you can have this, yes, you can't have that type thing, then 2B Mindset's going to be more for them. And to me, 2B Mindset is for more, I see people have more success with it if they are extremely overweight and have a lot of weight to lose. To me, it's a really good starting point for them to, if they're so uncomfortable that working out is super hard for them because they have no energy, their joints hurt, they can't even do clean week because it just hurts their joints so much. 2B is a great starting point for them because, one, they're being counseled by a registered dietitian that takes them through a course that really teaches them about food and how it fuels your body. And it's a great starting point just to get them to drinking water most and getting more vegetables in their diet. And I see more success with people that have, probably 30, 50 plus pounds to lose. They have more success starting the 2B Mindset versus someone who just wants to lose 5 or 10 pounds. Usually Ultimate Portion Fix is a better option for them. So again, look at your client base and where they're at in their current journey and how much they actually need to lose. And that will help to kind of direct you on which program they'll have more success with. And then a lot of times I'll even have them, now that they get access to both, I'm like, start with this one, watch a few videos, see how you like it, then go to this other one. check it out too. Watch the first few videos, kind of see which one sounds more like you and which fits better into your current lifestyle, and to which one you think you would have more success with, and start there. And a lot of times I'll have clients who actually do both of them, and then they'll kind of combine both of them. Like they do a lot of the 4 bunnies, but then they're kind of following the containers too. So a lot of them like to mesh them together, which works a lot for some people. So just because there's two different ones doesn't mean, some of them like to take both components from both courses and kind of mesh them together.
Yeah, that's basically what I do. After I had done 2B, I was like, well, I love this, this, and this. So that's why it's good for you too. And just so you know, I do love what you say, because I mean, I can speak to that personally from my sister. She did Ultimate Portion Fix, and Ultimate Portion Fix is more restrictive, right? It's not a diet where you're cutting things out, but you are more restricted in your sizes. And so for someone that does have a lot of weight to lose, is very new to nutrition, it's very overwhelming a lot of times. And so my sister did it, and because ranch wasn't on one of the food groups list, she was like, I can't do this. I can't eat ranch. So when we switched her to 2B, she's lost 60 pounds, right? Because she can eat a steam fresh bag that's not on the container list. So it's just very different. But what I tell people too, especially because you do have both, just like Erin said, there's a really good video. You just go to BOD, click on the nutrition tab, and then I think I'm in it right now.
There's also the Vimeo that kind of explains both of the courses.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to explain where to get that. But basically, there's a video that says, here's what both of them are. So that's what I've been telling new clients is, you're going to start with this program, whatever it is. Go watch this video and see which one you feel might be better for you. And then they start the course, which I love that you brought up the course, because
I have a lot of people who, they're like, well, I'm doing this for me, but I'm also doing this for my family. So how can this work with my family? And to me, I do like the Ultimate Portion Fix, just because she does have that section in there that's just based on kids and if they're sedentary or if they're active. And she's got eating the rainbow chart in there. And she's, she takes Dom to the grocery store and teaches him how to read food labels and that kind of stuff. So if someone is asking about their family, that yes, they're trying to change their eating habits, but they also want this for their family, then I'll always let them know about the Ultimate Portion Fix and how they have the kids healthy PDF lunch menu in there, eating the rainbow chart, and to actually be able to calculate where their kids should be eating and how many, servings a day. Because, kids, my kids eat like 10 yellows a day. And then we use the chart. I'm like, look, you've had seriously like 8 yellows today, and we haven't had any greens. Let's add a green in. And so they do like to fill that chart out, and they do like to, have the rewards. And so it's a good opportunity to kind of share that with your families too. So that's always there. So if anybody comes to you asking about that, we've got an option for that. Morgan's pregnant, and I love that we now have the pre and postnatal stuff on there too. And I love how both Ultimate Portion Fix and 2B Mindset has created the prenatal nutrition tab on there and the postnatal nutrition stuff on there too. And for breastfeeding, like, it's not a whole lot, but then, and then we actually have, the whole entire program for them to go through. So we have, it doesn't matter who you are, or what shape, size, like your background, like we literally have something for everybody. And you probably will get a lot of questions from people that may have diabetes or may have celiac disease or may have some kind of, hypothyroidism or something along those lines. So with those people that come to you with a very specific medical condition, yes, you can let them know about the programs, but then you always want them to be able to check with their physician too. Because I have, for example, and she's been in my groups for a long time, but she is a very brittle diabetic, type 1, which means she really has to watch her blood sugars. So for her trying to follow the Ultimate Portion Fix plus her workouts, like, she couldn't do that because her blood sugars were just dropping and they were having to change her medications and all this kind of stuff. So when you have someone like that, yes, it's fine to give them the information, but then if they have an endocrinologist that they see regularly, or they have a physician that's watching particularly for this medical condition, let them have them take that information to them and check that stuff out, because some of that stuff, that goes above and beyond what we can offer.
Awesome. So, okay, last question, just a few more minutes before we wrap it up. But someone was asking, like, when would you recommend the ultimate reset beyond the 3-day refresh? That's a tough one because they're like so different, but like
the ultimate reset is basically you're slowly, each week is a different phase. So you slowly kind of transition into a vegan, basically, versus 3-day refresh, you're basically vegan for 3 days. So 3-day refresh is good for someone who wants to lose bloat weight like that. You're getting ready to go on vacation. You want to look good in that suit. You want to lose just a couple inches of bloat weight. Do the 3-day refresh. You just came out of, Christmas and New Year's and Valentine's, and you're feeling disgusting because you've got nothing but sugar up in your system. Do the 3-day refresh for a quick little, reset. A lot of people like to do that right before an event or right after like vacation, something like that, holiday. The ultimate reset, it takes more planning involved because it is so specific, and there's so many different, it truly is more like a diet plan for those 3 weeks that you're having to follow. And there's certain meals that you can only make these certain meals and certain ingredients and everything's homemade, that kind of stuff. But it is a very good experience because every time that I've seen someone do it or by myself, like I lost a ton of weight. I lost more weight than I needed to lose. And I actually had to stop it in the second week, the end of the second week, because I was losing too much weight and I didn't want to lose all my muscle mass. And I felt like emaciated. So I ended up going back to the first phase to finish it out. Again, that's why it's good for you to go through it and experience it yourself so you can tell people about it. But it just needs to be, in a good season of their life to where they know they're going to be able to stick with it for 3 weeks and not have like a vacation planned or something along those lines. Because it does take more planning and it does take more discipline and a good frame of mind to do it. And I always say, if they do it that first week and they're like, this sucks, like I hate this, why did I do this, I'm quitting. Like I always say, don't think of it like that. Don't think of it as like, no, I can't have this, I can't have this, I can't have this, I can't have this, this sucks. Think of it as, look what I'm doing for my body. Look what I'm allowing my body to do for these next 2 to 3 weeks. I'm giving my body a chance for my gut to reset. I'm giving my body a chance to really detox. Like I'm giving my body a gift of fueling it the right way. Like you have to change your mindset about it too. And so that's something you can always tell your challengers and your clients that are going through it. If they have come back with like, this sucks. Like, no, it doesn't suck. Yeah, you can't have the chips today, but look what you're doing for your body instead. Like flip it around and show them the positive. Your body is like, hell yeah, thank you for not putting that crap in my body right now. It's just we're so addicted to sugar and salt and all these things that the food companies put in because they know it's a true addiction, just like heroin addiction. When you go through those withdrawals are real and legit, and it is not fun. So you just have to spin that mindset to let you know, yes, I'm doing this because my body is like, thank you. So anyways, that's what I had to tell myself because even I struggled like that second week and I was like, oh.
Yeah. And I hate the word quick fix, but the 3-day refresh is the closest thing because we don't have those. We're not about that. Like we've talked about this entire time, we're about good, whole nutrition. But the 3-day refresh is truly what we have, the closest thing that we have to a quick fix. It's going to be for bloat, that stuff. The ultimate reset truly, your body will add, my body has never felt better. Like it is there's just so much junk, and Aaron can attest to this too, in our soil. Like even if you eat 100% organic with never having a treat, which nobody does, you still wouldn't get nutrients and your body would still have junk in it because of our atmosphere and how we do things in America.
Yes.
So
exactly.
The ultimate reset is just a really good, and it is way more mental than anything, but yeah. So, okay, cool. Well, it is 9:30 just about. So, and if anyone has any questions, you guys, Erin's amazing too. I'm sure like, she's on our team. So like post in the team page if you need anything, especially in Fab. But don't like blow her up every 2 seconds, like asking her questions. Go find the answers on your own. But she's an amazing resource to have, and we're so lucky to have her on our team. So use her if you ever need anything nutrition wise, specifically. But we are so lucky and thankful to have you on here. I appreciate it. What's so funny? Did I say something?
I appreciate it. I feel honored.
Oh, good. Yay. Well, thank you so much.
Go have a baby.
I know. I'm like, can you come tonight? Thanks.
Seriously, go drink some wine and go do some squats, because that's how I had mine.
All right. Okay, cool. Well, you guys have a great rest of your Thursday night. Erin, thank you so much. If anyone is staying on to work, I will leave the Zoom open. Feel free to unmute yourselves once you guys are on and working, and I'll get the recording up hopefully in the morning, maybe later if anything progresses through the night. So, all right, guys. Bye.